What's up YouTube? Georgia Silverhunter back, and today's video is going to be a little bit of an update on our 3D printer, what we've been doing with it. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff laid out in front of us, and what I'm going to start offering as part of the channel and on my website. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into it. So as you can see from this display of items sitting in front of us, I have been super busy with my new 3D printer. The thing kind of runs day and night, it seems, these days. And as you can see, I've got a lot of things like superheroes and animation and things that I really like. Some video game stuff here that is for both me and my brother, as well as for my son. And it's just also some of my own interests. And with this 3D printer, it has opened up the possibility to create all kinds of neat and interesting things. That said, of course, one of the main focuses is still on creating coin-related materials. And I have done a new and improved design on my coin crimpers, which I did want to go ahead and point out here early. I've changed the way I do my name on the back, and you'll see that we now have a very good drill bit hole in the back. So you can hook this up to a cordless drill and roll your rolls so much easier. I actually demonstrated this on a live stream recently. So if you place an order today for coin crimps, I will be printing them with this new design. They will ship with a 3D printed drill bit, but any drill bit will do. So this is literally just a small little standard size bit. So if you have anything around your house or for your current drill, it will work. At least for all my stuff, it's a standard like 6 3/4 millimeter bit there. I don't know the right way to say it, but it fits all of them. And you can just stick that into the end of your drill, spin that thing real fast, and stick the end of your paper in there, and it actually does a great job crimping those rolls. Now, it's not going to be as good as they come from the bank. It still will have a little bit of a loose roll on it, but it will do the job for storage at the house, or if you just like rolling them nice and neat for your bank. I don't recommend it based on the volume that I do, but it is something that I know some of the people that have purchased these from me do. And of course, any of the colors you see on anything in here, I can make these coin crimps in, along with my easy to do coin re-rollers. You can see I've labeled these with Georgia Silverhunter. We've done a little bit of a flare on top. There is still the cone inside to help you get it so you get the perfect amount of paper on each end. And I do have these in my store already for each denomination, all the way up to the small dollar. I don't do the Eisenhower dollar because just it's too big. The cap on it is just too big, and there's too few people that would probably use them. As you can see, I'm also making $half tubes. I've made these for a long time with my old printer, but making them with my new printer is so much faster. And I recently got a dollar. See if I can get the lid off. These are a little tight, so they're a little hard to get off. This is for holding dollars. It's one of the few coin capsule, or whatever you want to call it, coin tubes that I haven't purchased in the past. And you'll see some blemish on this because when you first get these off the printer, the caps go on really easy, but they don't come off, and I had to get a pair of pliers, and I've learned you have to kind of sand that to get it off. But anyway, these are really a really nice addition to me storing my coins. And of course, I have found a design online. Now, this is somebody else's, so I can't necessarily say I'm selling this. However, with the way I'm thinking about doing this as printing as a service, I mean, if you want to send me a design that looks like this, I'll happily print it for you. But they make these so that they hold PCGS capsules, bars, and I've got my 7 Wonders of the Ancient World collection in here with a couple of extras that I had purchased, and this comes with a lid. So that's pretty cool. So I just want to take you around the table and point out some of the things, and we'll look at a little bit of the detail of the things we've made. But we've got a solid red Deadpool. So something like this is a single color. This is, I think, half or three, it's like 60% of the original size. He's supposed to be huge, even bigger than Batman back here. Something single color is easy to make. They don't take near as long to print. When you do a multicolor, this guy maybe took, I don't know, I'm making up a number, an hour and a half, 2 hours to print. If we did this in the 4 colors it was supposed to be, it was going to be something like 12 or 15 hours to print. And I just wanted to get the one out just to see what it looks like. As you can see, I found these online as well. They're pretty cool. They're animated. I've got Superman back there. We've got animated Flash back there, and over here we've got our animated Batman. Now these things actually print in individual pieces, and you have to kind of crazy glue them together. I use Loctite, but like the arms print separately. From the waist to the base is one piece, the chest is a piece, the cowl, the eyes, the chin, they're all separate pieces, and the cape's separate. So these are things that you print in pieces and then glue together. Our good friend Monkey D. Luffy back there, now I hand painted that within the 3D printing software and had that printed to color. And again, he comes in numerous pieces, and he's all been glued together now. Last time I showed you, he was still just kind of, barely hanging on there. He didn't have any glue on him. And recently we found this really, really cool Master Chief halo back here, and you can see I still need to glue in the arms. Now this is a piece that I like so much, I'm going to practice actually hand painting this one. It's just going to be something new and interesting that I'm going to have to try and learn how to do. Depending on how it goes, I may go back and reprint this guy in color. But this was one I wanted to try out a new skill, so you can see. And again, he comes in numerous pieces, right? The head, the torso, the legs, the base was separate, the halo sign is separate, and as you see, the arms are of course separate, and they just peg in place. And come on, there you go. This is one of my new favorite prints that I've done, and it just came out looking spectacular, and I didn't do anything special. It's not a super high res print, and you can tell if you get in real close, but I just think he looks great. I did a two-piece Batman here on a stand. I'm a big Batman fan, so I do print a lot of Batman stuff, as you will see. Some recent things I printed that I loved. This is from How to Train Your Dragon. So we did Toothless, and I forget what the other Night Fury's name is, but she's in white. They are articulated, so they flop around. The wings are adjustable. Let me bring her out here. So you can actually pop the wings off, or you can spin them around. You can position them however you like. I think she's pretty neat. You can see she lays down. You can stand her up. She's fully articulated. Head moves, tail moves, the whole thing. And I just think that is really cool. My daughter loves these. You're just going to lay there for a minute. What else? We hand painted this Batman figure back here, so he came in a single color. Again, we painted him in the software. This could have been any color, but these were the colors of PLA plastic that I had, so he came out really, really nice. So I could do the same thing here, but he would be 4 colors, and I want to say this guy took, I don't know, like 8 hours to print the way he is. This guy would take easily 12 or whatever I said earlier. It was a long, long time. Some more Batman stuff that I think is cool. Now, I did resize each Batarang so it would stair step up. I think this looked really nice. The Batarangs came out okay. You can see I tried ironing on that side. It didn't work as well. That's the plate side, so that's always going to look nice. We also did different plastics. So this is in PET G, if you know what that is from 3D printing. Those other ones are all done in PLA+. But again, multicolor printing, and these things just came out really, really nice. And of course, we had to get a Wayne Tech with a Wayne logo stand on it. Now, this is also in PET G, so it looks really glossy. I did a version of this in a matte filament, and it came out really nice, but I sent that to my brother. I actually sent him this entire set because he has a whole Batman display at his house, so we wanted to make sure he had a really, really nice version of it. And these tips are super sharp, believe it or not. You could probably throw this and stick it into foam. And it has decent weight on it. Now, if you're somebody who does silver casting or copper casting, something else that's really good for 3D printing is you could, do something this in numerous sizes and cast it so you could get, a 1 ounce or a 2 ounce or a 5 ounce Batarang and make your own, right? I think selling them, you need to be careful due to licensing, but I'll leave that to you to figure out. But this is another thing that I've thought of for 3D printing. If you're into melting your own metals and creating your own items in precious metals, that 3D printer can create you all kinds of neat items to cast. Like this Batmobile. This thing's at about half size. Imagine printing that at maybe half of this or less, and then creating that in silver. I think that would come out really, really nice if you could get into all the crevices and stuff. But that is also really, really cool. Believe it or not, you don't print it flat like this. You have to stand it up this way to get a really good print on it, or stand it up this way to get a really good print on it. And it's kind of fun to watch the printer go. Last couple things I want to show off, and I have printed more stuff than this, but this is all I wanted to show you guys today because it's all fun stuff that I love, that I think some of you might be interested in or your kids might be interested in. And these are a couple of utility things I've been printing, so I've made a bunch of these for me, my wife, my friends. This is actually a Apple Watch stand. So your cable goes through the bottom there. The little circle from the cable goes in there and your watch just lays in there, and it's magnetized to that. And it's just a nice little stand. Now I took the cable out of it for the video, but this sits by where I use my computer every day. So in the mornings I just pop my watch off, slap it on there, and about 20 minutes later it's charged, and it pulls right off because it's magnetized. And then my new favorite phone holder. They make so many different types of phone holders, but I wanted something to put in my pocket for when I travel or in my book bag. This is actually a cell phone holder, and unfortunately I don't have another cell phone to demonstrate it, but it has the little hook for opening doors, so that's something you can do with it. So that's kind of a hands-free door opener. But when you flip it around, it is a perfect stand to lay your phone in this way. And it's a great thing for if you're in hotel rooms, or you like to have your phone on the side of your bed in alarm clock mode, or you like to watch movies or videos as you go to sleep at night. So I always have one of these. I've got one on every nightstand in the house now. I've got one in my bag. These things are just really, really neat, and it is on a hinge, so it just folds up and goes in your pocket, or it goes in your bag. So anyway, I know I've talked a lot about this stuff. As you can see, I'm really, really excited about it. I've been using the Bambu Labs A1. I'll put some footage of it printing some things on here so you guys can kind of see it work. It is a fantastic printer. If you're interested in getting into 3D printing, I do highly recommend the A1 or the A1 Mini for a starter unit. The A1 or the X1 Carbon is much, much nicer, but it was out of my price range, so I don't have it. But I made all of this stuff on that A1 over the last couple of weeks, and I absolutely love it. Customer service has been great. I had a couple of mishaps. They've sent me some parts for, it's things I screwed up, and I did need a couple of replacement parts, and they sent it out free of charge, so that was pretty cool. And the other thing I'll let you guys know is that the filament, while not expensive, it's also not cheap. Every single color is going to run you $13 to about $25, depending on the material and how fancy the color is. So think about getting a box of crayons with 8 colors in it. Well, each one of those crayons costs $13 to $25. So sometimes you do just bite the bullet and say, I'm going to do this in gray rather than spending 4 or 5 colors on this guy to make it. So, which leads me to kind of the point of this video is, if there's anything you guys have ever thought you wanted to 3D print, a figure, it's an action figure, something for your desk, something that's a utility, I would love to start offering up my printer as a printing as a service. So, just shoot me an email, gasilverhunter@gmail.com, and we can work out a price, and you guys send me a file, and I'll just print it and mail it to you. And that way you can save yourself the $500 entry fee at a minimum for a really good printer like mine, plus the $13 to $15 to $18 to $25 crayon to print some of this stuff. It does get expensive pretty quickly. Something I will say, that if you are interested in stuff like this or what have you, understand that they do print in parts, and I'm happy to glue it all together for you and ship it. Or, I'm happy to send you the pieces, and you can make it a little project for yourself on a weekend. None of them are hard, because most of the ones that come apart do have little pins. So it's really easy to tell where that goes, right? It just sits in there. So you can add glue, drop it in, and like Loctite, it's done in about 10 minutes. So you're good. Anyway, with that, I don't have a whole lot else to tell you. Check out the website, GA Coins and Collectibles. I'll be posting something like that on the homepage. As I said, I'll probably put some sort of entry in the store for printing as a service. I got to figure out how I'm gonna kind of price that. So for now, again, the homepage, I'll make sure I put all my contact information on that. And it's in the description of this video. So feel free to reach out to me if you're interested in something. I will say all the coin-related stuff that I have made myself, or that doesn't have the type of license that's an issue for me to promote it and sell it, you will find in the store already, like my coin tubes, like the coin crimpers, stuff like that. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. As you can tell, I'm really enjoying this thing. It's probably taken me a little bit away from some of my coin roll hunting, that and all my travel, but I enjoy it, and I want to share it with you guys as well. Trust me, I'm not moving away from doing my coin roll hunts and that sort of thing. I've honestly been off the silver purchases of late, with silver just kind of going out of control. I'm kind of sitting tight right now and not making a whole lot of purchases. But I am selling some silver. I have put some new silver in the store if you're interested. A couple of rolls of 40%, some 90%, some rounds, stuff like that. So make sure you check that out. Anyway, with that, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you learned something, let me know. Drop on down below, leave me a comment, and click that like button. And if you didn't like it, let me know that too. If you're new to the channel and you like 3D printing, but mainly if you like coin roll hunting, make sure you do click on that subscribe button and then click that little bell and select all so you get notified each and every time I release a new video. Special shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys for supporting the channel each and every month. I really, really appreciate it. I will be in the next week or two trying to do a live stream because I know it's now been several weeks since I've gotten one in. And I do want to make sure we do something, and we'll try to do another members giveaway as well, members only giveaway, because I missed June, I think, for that. And it's something I want to start doing more regularly. So anyway, with that, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.